Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hope you can hear me okay. I'm not using a microphone for this one, so. Pop in here and then we'll get this going. Yeah. Go on now. It'd be cool if I could pick up on the chat. There it is. Man is in the house already. Sweet. I'm out smoking some ribs, so I just figured I'd bring you all in. It's preheated pretty good, so it is time to get some wood on there. So I could probably throw the ribs in first. So I got some hickory and I got some apple. So let's see. Probably use some of each.
I disturb you if I do my weed whacking along the fence?
Oh no, you're good, man.
Okay.
Go for it. All right. This sucker's on here. Oh yeah. Okay, it needs to cool down for a sec. Nichols is in here. Tiffany and Brian are in here. What's up, y'all? All right. Oh yeah. Step one. Shoot. So yeah, I'm gonna keep them 225 to 250. We'll go from there. We got chefs in the house. What's going on? Welcome to the rib smoking adventure. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing these for about 5 or 6 hours. Probably won't be on the whole time. Well, that answers your question, Tiffany. I'm not gonna do a wrap. I'm just gonna smoke them for 6 hours or so, maybe 7. Yeah. Nichols, you got my playlist going? Thank you. I'll tell you what. go back and catch up on y'all here. Yeah, we got Amanda in here, Tiffany and Brian, Kizzy and Desmond. We got Chef. Yeah. Yeah. We're doing horizontal today. Horizontal. I explained my last stream why I'm not going to do verticals for a while. Because A, I don't need to, and B, I don't want to. A bunch of weirdos in those. They do help grow the channel. Anyways, I got a spiked blueberry lemonade. It's like it's already up in the 80s out here, so yeah. Yeah. Tasty. Yeah. I'll be a little quiet for a bit. The neighbor's doing some yard work, so we're at about 2:30. Turn up just a bit. The smoke should start coming out soon. Oh yeah. Clean up this mess here real quick. All right, also, oh, I was gonna throw this away. I'll do that in a second. Someone wants to say hi. Hang on a second. Hello. Hello, I'm Brutus. Huh. There we go. Now we can chill with us today. Oh, excuse me. I found Bruce. Oh, dang it, Nickel. Sheesh. Well, it's not beer. It kind of tastes like garbage, but it's good and refreshing. It's got alcohol. It'll make me feel good. Yeah. Oh, foraging. It's the episode of Campfire Reflections for my trip 2 trips ago. So I think it was cold weather camping. Let me look at what it was for you. It's called Cold Weather Solo Camping in a Truck Topper, Campfire Farts, and the Story of Brutus. So it's 6 videos ago, and it's during Campfire Reflections. That video, guys, is actually kind of low-key blowing up. It already has 1,300 views, going on 1,400, and the tube just keeps pushing it. I tell you what. Yeah. So yeah, the origins of Brutus. Yeah, it's very, very good, very good. That trip was awesome, guys. I had so many good campfire farts. But yeah, the video I released last night, it's already up to almost 200 views right now. So, but the adventure video I released last week, that one struggled, it was a really good one. So it's funny how the tube like picks and chooses which ones to push and which ones they don't. So it is what it is. Look, man, My dang tablet is broken. I've been meaning to replace this thing. I just haven't yet. Shit. There's so much glare out here I can't really see it anyway. But yeah. Channel's doing good. I kind of debated whether to do this one or not, but lives are fun, especially when you're smoking some meat, you know? Man, that smells good. I started off with a little bit of applewood. So I did I seasoned them 2 different ways. I did one applewood rub and then one honey barbecue rub. So they should all be pretty good. Ah. Nice, Debbie Sue. Welcome in, by the way. Amanda, we're going to do mac and cheese for the sides, and then the wife, she's actually running to the store. I'm not sure what else she's picking up, but I'm in charge of the smoking. Oh, guys, it is sitting right at 250 right now, too. So, and this Masterbuilt smoker, I've had it for about a year now. A buddy at work gave it to me, and I'm really glad I started with this because you got to monitor the temperature and like as far as smoking with wood, it's much more difficult. So I'm glad I'm starting on this, and then once I master this, I'll get a Traeger down the road. But you know, nothing compares to wood smoke, in my opinion. So, because I've had pellet smoked ribs, and they're not as good as wood smoked ribs. I mean, you still get the smoke flavor with the pellets, just not as full, you know. Turn that down a bit. I'm creeping just over 250. So we'll keep it, I'll try to keep it between 240 and 250. Yeah. Take another sip of my spiked lemonade. Tastes like spiked lemonade, I tell you what. Yeah. Sheesh. Uh-oh, booted me out of the chat. Debbie Sue, your hubby has an Oklahoma Joe smoker? Nice. Amanda, you made a cheese sauce from white American cheese from the deli. What's it? You add Rotel? That sounds tasty. No roux? Heck yeah. That sounds dang tasty. Dang tasty. 6 million people hanging out in here. That's awesome. Sweet. And per tradition, folks, before I get all into this, we're going to gift a membership to the chat here. Why don't we do 5? Why don't we do 5? It's Memorial Day. So let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Sheesh. I hope Debbie Sue gets one. And forgot who else I saw. Yeah, I hope Nichols gets one too. And a bunch of people I don't know got them. Dang it. Sheesh. Mark Who 90, Tammy Cruz, Pitts Life. I recognize Pitts Life. And then I don't recognize the other two, but probably some subscribers I got from the shorts or something. Is what it is. It is what it is. It's the way she goes. Ooh. A little High Plains cracker there. What's going on, Desert Living? Wolf and Snort in the house. Yeah. I tell you what, Desmond just stopped in too. Sheesh. I got the whole crew here mobbing. I don't deserve awesome friends like you guys. Thanks for stopping in. Let's see how long I chill and smoke these. I'm gonna be doing this for probably 6 or 7 hours. So 6, 7. Getting some good smoke in there. Turn it down just a bit. I'm just over 250 right now. Sure, the sun beating down on it is adding some warmth. I'm gonna go get a rag and wipe this thing down. Hang on. I can throw my trash away too. Gee, how unprofessional of me looking all dirty like that. Gosh, what kind of chef are you? This is my first time using it for the season. Yeah, but I keep a cover on it during the winter and whatnot. But the cover doesn't cover this bottom part here. All right, just below 250 now. Perfection. Perfect. Ooh, it's hot in the back. Shocking. All right, that's better. Do I look more professional now? No? Sheesh. Can't really see the smoke as the sun's shining right on it, but catch up here. Oh, sorry, Desmond. I'm doing some ribs. I got 2 racks in there. One is applewood rub, and one is honey barbecue rub. Yeah. Rubicon, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah. Brutus might melt. I put the pan there, so he's all right. Oh, dang, ads popping up in the chat. Sheesh. This guy monetized or something? What a loser. Awesome desert living. You guys want to see my kitty? She was just chilling by the stairs. Let me go grab her real quick. Oh, this is Biscuit. She's scared. She's kind of scared out of here. She's hanging on for dear life. Don't scratch me now. There's Biscuit. Yeah, there you are. Uh-oh. Let's get you back inside. Definitely an indoor cat. Her tail got a little poofy out here. Sheesh. Sorry. Yeah. And Miss High Plains named her We got her during a thunderstorm last spring, and I kept trying to get her to be named Lightning. I still call her Lightning, just to, grind everyone's gears. But yeah, the kiddo named her Biscuit. But I think Lightning would have been a good name too. Dang it! Sheesh. Cheers, everybody. Thundercat. She give Biscuit some sausage gravy. Yeah, she was super sketched out here. But I mean, she's never really been outside, so I can see why. We got our indoor cats. Cheers, Brian. I hope y'all are sipping on something good for Memorial Day. I might get a little toasty here, smoking these ribs. All right. Down to about 220. I'll turn that up just a bit. And I think I can start throwing some hickory in there. Throwing a good chunk. A lot of people, folks, they soak their wood chips. I don't. I just keep them kind of on the rim. That way they have a smoke, don't start on fire or anything. So, like if you monitor your smoker. I mean, I've learned a lot about this thing the last year I've been using it, but I just like chilling by it when I'm smoking. And, after a few hours, I'll take a break, go inside for a bit. But, yeah, hanging out by the smoker, that's a fun thing to do. Yeah. Mrs. High Plains, she doesn't want to be on video, and I respect that. So she's never been photogenic, so to say. I mean, yeah, she just has no interest in being in my videos, even watching them. So, I mean, this is my hobby. So a little bit about her: she's a teacher at the local middle school, and right now she is in college full time, working full time. So she's just super busy, and one of the reasons I, started this channel is because I mean she's been busy with her school and stuff and all that. Well, I've been wanting to start this channel for a long time, but I mean it was the perfect timing because with her in school full time and working full time, I have lots of free time when she's doing that, so took advantage of that. But Miss High Plains is on quite a few of my videos now. She likes hanging out with me when I camp. But who knows, maybe Mrs. High Plains she'll sneak in a video or two, but we will see, we will see. She's a very beautiful gal, she just doesn't like being on camera. Uh-oh, Tiffany, you're leaving Brian in here all by himself? Sheesh. That says a lot. I mean, that's trust in the relationship right there. Yeah. 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 Hey, Brian, once she's off, tech for sure, we could chug some. We could chug some beers. Like I could finish this one off real quick, and then go grab another one. I mean, it is a national holiday. Yeah, in the States, anyways. But even if you're not in the States, guys, you can still celebrate Memorial Day, right? Right? Because I mean, there's people, no matter what country you're in, there are people there who have, or there are people who have passed that have sacrificed their lives for you to be able to do what you do. And my my trip 2 nights ago, that was the focus of Campfire Reflections. So yeah, so next Sunday you'll see my video, my Memorial Day video, a week after Memorial Day. That's the way she goes though. All right, Brian, that one's done. That one's done. Ugh. Bless you. You are beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down. Yeah, absolutely. Remember those who have served and honor them. So, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, I mean, there's no excuse to not appreciate those who have died for our country. I have nothing but respect for them. I've said it many times before, I don't talk politics here, but I mean, I just choose whoever's less stupid. And both sides have, you know, stupid people. The far right, far left, they're all a bunch of freaking idiots. So, I mean, I like the idea of kind of meeting in the middle, and, you know, you should be able to have as many guns and pot plants and, you know, as you want. And you should be able to, you know, be who you want and not be judged for it. But at the same time, don't rub it in other people's faces, you know. So I've always considered myself to, you know, pretty well in the center, because I can see logic on both sides. But everything's so divided these days, like if you don't pick one, you're suddenly the bad guy. So my whole thing is, I don't really care. I just like to have fun and drink beer and go camping. So, yeah. What's up, e-commies? We got camel toe posting. Good to see you though, brother. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a live. But bless you.
Disgusting.
You have lots of guns. A screw gun, a nail gun, and a glue gun. Nice. You know, I'm very 2A friendly. But unfortunately, I lost all my guns in a boating accident. Mrs. High Plains, do you want to be on video? Mrs. High Plains is out here, guys, throwing stuff away. Hello, come say hi to the chat. See, she doesn't want to. She never will. That's all right, though. Oh, getting some good smoke. Oh, temperature is slacking. Turn that up a bit. Here's the doggos. That's Aria. She's a little skittish. And that's Ruger. He's been on one of my camping adventures with me. Aria, come here. Come here. Are you afraid to be on camera like Mrs. High Plains? And that's what's giving me shade today. Nice little umbrella. But as the afternoon comes, the sun will go that way, so I'll get shade from the house. So, yeah. Oh, I don't need a wood chipper for that. I'm burning all that. That's firewood. Yeah. But where I'm sitting, guys, I had a big stump here. This stump was like 3 feet by 3 feet, so I cut it all up into firewood, and I rented a stump grinder. In fact, when there's another stump over here, and I took the stump grinder and it slipped, and I ripped out this fence here. So as you can see, I replaced the fence. I've replaced the chain link. You can see right there. So, yeah, that was a silly mistake. I spent about 2 hours getting the freaking chain link out of the stump grinder because I rented it, and I had to return it. Yeah, got 11 million people in here, y'all. Wow. Thanks everyone for being here. I'll tell you what. Yeah. What's up, Jay? Yes, I had the garage beers on my trip the other night. So next Sunday, you'll see the adventure with them. I drank both of them, and they're really tasty, man. Super tasty beers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, getting back to the chat. Economy said, nice to see you too. Awesome, man. Always good to see you, brother. Maybe I'll pull out my flask in a bit and take some pulls of whiskey for you. workmate Jay is in here asking what I've been smoking. Ribs. I'm a little over temp, so I guess I can show you guys what's cracking in there. I got 2 full racks. Open that real quick. Check it out. Shoo-wee. That is applewood on the bottom. Then I got honey barbecue up there. So we're gonna give that the 6 or 7 hour smoke. I'm not gonna wrap it or anything. I'm just gonna keep it on the smoker for that amount of time because I didn't trim the meat off the top. So yeah, we're just doing the whole thing. Debbie Sue's still in the house peeling some potatoes for tater salad. Heck yeah, that sounds tasty. Yeah, that picture's coming. The dog is rolling down there. Hey, you're messing up my camera, are you? Dang it. And so I moved the Wi-Fi router right on the other side of this wall here. So, because I remember last time I did a live stream in this spot, it, you know, the signal wasn't that good. And it looks like it's coming in really good today. You sipping on some Kraken, Brian? Yeah, I finished my tasty beverage. Why don't I run inside and grab another one? Because this one's gone. It's gone. Ah, we finished that. So maybe I'll grab a more traditional beer. Yeah. Dog just squatted right there, took a whiz. I don't know why that was funny. Oh yeah, she's eating up. Probably got a fire going on in here. Nope, just smoke. And these things are, you gotta adjust them. That's one of the beauties of the wood smokers. You just sit by it, adjust it, and drink beer. So I'm gonna go grab another one if y'all want to hang out for a second. Sheesh. Yeah. And we got some good smoke coming out of there. And I got me a bush. This is my last Bush Light. Yeah. I'm gonna drink it. Good old 16 ouncer. In the Broncos koozie. Yeah. So, let's crack her open. Give her a sniff. And then give her a taste test. Well, it smells like beer, first off. I can tell you that this Bush Light tastes like beer, okay? Brutus, do you want some? Here. Brutus will have some too. Get. That is so good. Thanks for the beer. I'm feeling happy now. Yeah, I'm glad, Bruce. He doesn't talk much, but you guys just heard a really rare occurrence, which was Brutus talking. Oh, Tim's in the house. Welcome in, brother. Anyone else in here I missed? Let me catch up on the chat for a second, y'all. I sure am smoking ribs, Tim. I'm getting a good billow of smoke. I'm right at 245 right now. Woohoo! Perfection. Amanda, you had your dinners yesterday, leftovers today. Angel food cake. Strawberries. When I was a kid, my favorite, I always asked for angel food cake for my birthday cake. Using up the eggs and lemon curd. Yum. Yeah. That's awesome. I know Tim really likes Brutus, so I'm glad you saw Brutus taste test my beer. He didn't say it tastes like beer. He said it tasted good. Yeah. Oh, guys, I found a friend for Brutus. I'll wait to introduce him till my next video. But yeah, when I was rolling out of camp the other day, I didn't show it on video, but I discovered Brutus's little buddy. So we'll figure out a way to introduce him in the future. Or maybe it's a she, maybe it's Brutus's girlfriend. I think, yeah, because it's in my truck right now, and I think I locked it. I would give you a sneak peek if my truck wasn't locked, but it's locked. Dang it. I would have to go and grab my keys. Sheesh. Brutus's wife. What's going on, Pete? Welcome in. Happy Memorial Day, brother. Yeah, Brutus has a friend, so that's just going to make filming my videos even more complicated. But not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, we'll do the introduction of Brutus's friend. And so that gives us time to think whether we want it to be a girlfriend, a wife, or just a, camping buddy. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. I do like the idea of a wife, but, Brutus, he's more like a free spirit of the high plains, so I don't know if it would be fair to give him a wife, because then he would be tied to that. But Brutus has been lonely for a long time, so we'll let him think on that. Think if he does want a wife. Ponder on that, Brutus. Okay, do you want a wife or do you just want a camping buddy? Who knows? Yeah. Jerry said hey too. Nice. From Butler Family Farms. Nice. Things to get complicated with the wife, she says. Yep. It is good getting to that 10-year mark, though. My wife and I, we've been together 15 years now, and this will be our 10-year marriage anniversary coming up, so yeah, super stoked on that, because once you get past that initial 5 to 10 years, it gets a lot easier, I think, in my opinion. You just move from because at that point you have each other figured out, and you realize what kind of space each other needs, and so it just goes from it just turns into more bickering. There is bickering, but it's more comfortable in my opinion. Getting past that, it's hard to explain. Anyone who's been married for 10 years or more knows what I mean by what I'm trying to say. Cheers. Well, temperature went down again. I need to keep it up. And sheesh, I need to pay more attention. It dipped down to 220, 210. Boost it up there. A good amount of smoke coming out. Yeah. Perfection. Perfection, everybody. Perfection. Cheers. That's cold beer. It's beer and it's cold. Yeah. I have to do a ceremony, Brian. Nice. Yeah, most likely. That's a good freaking idea, man. That would make an epic segment of a video, or just a video on its own. It could be like the honeymooners. Jay, you have a good day too. Thanks for stopping in. Happy Memorial Day. Tim, that's a great idea, man. Average in the U.S. is 8 years. Wow. Tim, I could make a whole freaking segment with Brutus and his new partner. It could be my Thursday video. Like, what are these up to? What are these two up to this week? And I can use like all my daughter's old dollhouse toys. It's freaking genius. Genius, Tim. Yep. Brian and Tiffany married for 28 years and 28 minutes behind in the chat. So like every year, so next year you guys will be 29 minutes behind in the chat. And then pretty soon it's gonna be half hour, you know. Yeah. Dang, so Amanda, so what you're saying is you're at 30? Tim, I'm starting off with Applewood. I've got some pre-cut chunks, and then I'm gonna also do some hickory. So I've done that before. It's a good mix, Applewood and hickory. So it is tasty. And just doing some experimentation, because last time I did it heavier on the hickory, and this time I'm going to go a little heavier on the Applewood. I'm going to start it with Applewood, because last time I started with hickory. So Applewood to start, then I'll do a mix, and then I'll finish it off with whatever. So, but I'm going to try to do heavier on the Applewood this time. Brian, I do not soak my wood chips. I did it one time. I didn't like the results, so I just, if you guys can see in there, I just keep them on the outer edge, and that way they don't catch on fire. So, and that works awesome for me. So I've soaked them before, and I just didn't like the results, because especially if you're going to be monitoring it the whole time, like I am for the most part, there's really no need to soak your chips. Pecan wood, huh? Hickory can get bitter. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm going to focus mostly on the Applewood today. We'll mix in some hickory with it. Oh, getting up to 255. Turn it down just a bit. Yeah. That's a good idea. I'll try some pecan wood next time. Thanks for the suggestion. Brian, I think I did cherry wood with chicken once. I haven't done it with ribs yet, though. Yeah. But no matter what kind of wood you use, y'all, it's going to be tasty. The end result should be pretty dang tasty, I tell you what. Cheers. Ooh, turn it down a bit. See, it's a balancing act when you do this, y'all, because, yeah. I got it's up at 255 right now, so I'll turn it down a bit. But before it was down, like I wasn't looking for a few minutes and got down to like 210, so. And that sweet spot is between 225 and 250 for ribs. Yeah. Wood smoking. Ugh. Yeah, cherry is awesome with chicken. Last time I did chicken, I marinated it in ranch. That was suggested to me by a coworker. Super tasty. I mean, it doesn't have the finished product does not have a overpowering taste of ranch, but yeah, chicken marinated in ranch and then grilled and or smoked is super good. If anybody needs some idea, meat and smoke is a marriage made in heaven. I tell you what. Speaking of that, I work with this guy. He's from Nigeria, and he buys beef jerky from there. It is so freaking good. Holy shnikes. You can taste like the jungle smoked wood in there. It just brings you to a different place. And it's not as much marinated as it is coated, It's coated with like a sweet and spicy sauce. It is so freaking good, guys. Like, I asked him if he could order me some for me, but he just brought me some. Yeah. Brian agrees with Tim. I agree with Brian and Tim. Yes. Cheers, Brian. Got the cheers. Look at that. Wow. Mom, when I got out the other day, there was an antelope not 20 yards away from me. I got some good footage of him. It was just a lone one. Usually they're in packs. Still got 7 million people in here, 14 million thumbs. Yeah. Used to marinate chicken in Italian dressing before smoking. Carolina Treat. I need to check that out. Yeah, for sure. But Brian, my all-time favorite way to do marinated steak is in Italian. So what I do is I'll cut it into thin strips, marinate it in Italian for a while, and then put it on skewers. Oh, that's so good. I just call it beef on a stick. Some delicious Italian steak. But I haven't tried marinating and smoking steak in Italian. That's a good idea. Thanks for the tip. Yeah. And I'll definitely check out that Carolina Treat gibberish. Yeah, that sounds pretty tasty, man. But yeah, it was my all-time favorite thing my mom made when we were kids. 'Cause, yeah, and she called it beef on a stick, and I still make that to this day. Even if I'm doing like a beef, just some marinated beef, like on the grill. Sometimes I'll just marinate it in Italian and cut it up into cubes versus strips, and then grill it up in like a foil pan. That's super tasty too. But yeah, steak and Italian dressing is a good match, for sure, for sure. I'm already feeling a little toasty, and it's still morning time where I am. Sheesh, I hope I get to work on time tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I don't work till 9, but I haven't gotten my report time yet, so it could change. It could change. It'd be nice if I didn't work till 9, so I could stay up late. Yeah. I should be editing my video right now for next Sunday, but I decided to go live instead and hang out with y'all. 225 on the nose right now. Perfection. I know you're not supposed to do this a lot, but I want to show you guys real quick. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Dinner time is going to be pretty special today. Sheesh. Yeah. I'll tell you what. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? You normally marinate steaks with wash your sister sauce and a few spices. Can't get mad at that. You don't know what Chef creates for marinade. What's going on, Hearts? Welcome in from across the pond. How are you today? Thanks for stopping in. I'm just smoking some ribs here for Memorial Day. Of course, you guys don't celebrate that over there, but what time is it over? It's got to be evening over there for you guys, if not late, early night. Okay, so Hearts is Christy. I'll try to remember that because I pretty much know everyone's name. So I'll try to remember Christy. I'll try to remember Christy. Don't blame me if I forget. But 6:37 p.m. Nice. Nice. Sheesh. Nichols is still hanging out. You're watching my last cold night camp. I appreciate that. That video didn't do too well for some reason. Is it the one where the thumbnail is me at night chilling in front of the fire? Yeah. I mean, that it's weird because like usually my adventure videos get a really good push, but that one just didn't for some reason. But it's all right. You're gonna have videos here and there that don't get that big push, and I might be spoiled because I'm kind of used to like all my adventure videos doing pretty good to start off. You guys see that? A wasp just flew in front of the lens. Sweet. Turn that up a bit. Right at like 225, maybe 230 right now. I'll just turn it up a smidget. Yeah. Propane smokers are awesome. They sure are. Yeah. Full moon isolation. Yeah, that's the one that didn't do too well. I appreciate you watching that one. And the adventure with the full adventure of the angry farmer incident dropped yesterday. Now I know I released a video before, but that was the day after, just so you guys could see what happened. But this one I released yesterday is the full adventure of that trip. Unfortunately, we didn't stay the night. Spoiler alert. But it was pretty cool. As I was rolling out of there, a thunderstorm was rolling in, so I got some pretty epic shots of the lightning coming in. Yeah, but I really liked the full moon trip I did. It started off a little rough because it wasn't supposed to be windy, but it got windy. But yeah. I want to give you guys a little tour real quick. So as you can see, I have a trampoline here for the kiddo, or swing set. I got this old S10 over here. Now this thing, it needs, I don't know if the hood is popped. No, but it needs a new transmission pretty much. And look at the interior, it is in rough shape, so I think we just might get rid of this thing. And look, I definitely got a wasp nest in here too. But yeah, the clutch is out of there, the transmission's gone. We do have a clutch kit and whatnot, but I think that's a project worth dropping. Yeah. And then we got if you guys missed my wood gathering video, look at all this freaking firewood I got here. You think that's a lot of firewood? That's a lot of firewood, isn't it? And there's my daily driver, my Isuzu. I love this little truck, y'all. I just love showing it off. I am going to get out for a trip in this thing soon, hopefully. I got a little truck bed tent. I do have one trip with this thing, if you guys want to check it out. But I recently got that sticker for it. And if y'all didn't know, I'm a big Swiftie. And then there's Chef's sticker she made for me. It's already faded. Yeah. Desmond's still in the house. But yeah, this truck is actually belonged to I met my wife as she was driving this truck. It still belongs to my father-in-law, but it's been in my driveway long enough to where, I guess it's mine. But I just don't want to do all that work in there. Needs a new engine. But yeah, I love this little truck. Sweet. And these trees here, I planted these last fall. They're coming up pretty good. They've already grown like about half a foot, maybe more. But yeah, so, lots of firewood. Thanks, Debbie Sue. Yeah, I just drive that thing to work, and Use it as a daily driver. And there's my flat top grill. Oh, the dangle umbrella. And then I got more firewood, of course. This is the stuff I use when I'm gonna cook on the campfire. It's stuff that I'm not afraid to get poisoned from. Then I have this part of the yard, which I don't know what to do with. I thought about, extending the fence through there, making a bigger yard, but I just don't know what to do with this yard because it's right next to my neighbor's house. And I mean, it's a good place for the dogs to poop. I guess it might potentially be a good place to have a garden. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. Better get back to the smoker, make sure the temp is good. Oh yeah, she's sitting right at 225 still. Perfection. Perfect. Brutus is right in the picture. What's up, bud? Brutus, my dog. Brutus is my dog. Neighbor will take my tomatoes. I mean, I really do want to do a garden, but with all the stuff I do, I just don't have time for it, dang it. My free time, I want to do stuff like this, smoke some meat. I don't see much smoke coming out of there now, so I'll throw a little more of this apple wood in there. Perfect chunks. Yeah. Propane smoking, my friends. Propane smoking. Doesn't get better than that. I think I've been on for about an hour already. Who knows how long I'll be on? Maybe I'll just run it till the phone dies. I could grab my charger as well and plug it in. You never know. That stream that Civvy did yesterday, you and Civvy and Tim did yesterday. Shoot, that was 4 hours. The cinnamon rolls. I was there for like half of it, lurking and chatting and whatnot. Still got 9 million people in here. That's crazy. You can do something like smoke some ribs and people will watch you. The internet's a strange thing, isn't it? Like High Plains Camper, you're supposed to be camping. Why am I watching you smoking ribs? What a nutsack. Where's my bear? Cheers, all. Cheers. Another thing I'll point out is I am consuming alcohol on an empty stomach today. So, I might need to have a snack at some point. But, day drinking is a very rare occasion for me. And if I have a Monday off of work, that's a perfect time to do it, right? But while you're doing that, while you're being spoiled, drinking your beer on a Monday, don't forget to remember the people that made it possible. Which brings us to the reason we celebrate this day. It's because people sacrificed themselves so we could do stupid shit like this. Hang out and drink beer in the day and smoke some ribs, right? So, I send a thank you up to them, If you're somehow, some way, watching or can hear me, thank y'all. Thank you, veterans. Thank you who sacrificed yourself so I can do stupid stuff like this. I'll tell you what, right? So, yeah. Twin Brooks is in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. How have you been? I noticed I left a comment on your latest video. But yeah, I just hope you're doing all right because I haven't seen you post a video in a while. So I know you told me at one point you just did it for fun and all that stuff. But it's always good to see you posting videos to see what you've been up to and whatnot. Yeah. And he says, "Greetings, Earthlings." Spock. Live long and prosper, sir. Yep. Yeah, Tim Mitchell, I was right. Yeah, 4 hours. Holy shnikes. You wouldn't think cinnamon rolls would take 4 hours, but those ones sure did. Yeah. Oh, Tim, are you guys streaming tonight? Oh no, yesterday was Sunday. I keep thinking it is Sunday today with the 3-day weekend. Never mind. Never mind. So I know y'all always stream on Sunday night. You've been too busy to post or even watch many. Well, that's good. You're staying busy, Twin Brooks. That's the best thing we can do. Stay busy. What do you think, Brutus? Brutus, he does not stay busy. He just hangs out. He doesn't do anything. But Brutus, he's always a happy camper. No matter what I'm doing, where I'm at, I can always count on Brutus to be hanging out with me, having a good time. If anybody in here doesn't know, this is Brutus. He's my camping buddy. I discovered him over the winter at one of my abandoned house camping adventures. And ever since then, he's been a good fella to chill with. Ooh, getting a little hot in there. Turn her down. Make sure my water pan is good. I could probably add some more water to that. Now, does anybody have an opinion on using a water pan? Because I've heard mixed opinions. Now, some people say it creates too much steam, but other people say it's good to help control the temperature. In my opinion, it's good to help control the temperature for sure. But I've yet to smoke a rack of ribs without using the water pan, and they always come out good. Homemade cinnamon rolls rock. Heart Snow, I don't think I've given the lowdown on this thing, so I picked, Buddy gave it to me because he upgraded, and this is just a propane wood smoker. So the bottom, you just put your wood down in there, and yeah, it's just, the thing I love about this thing is, like, you are active with the thing. So because you got to monitor the temperature, keeping it at 250 is a whole process. And you know, I've been using this thing for about a year, and I've knocked it down to where I could leave the thing for, you know, 15-20 minutes at a time, because like right now it is sitting at a perfect 250, and that's where I want to keep it. But yeah, it's a great compact little thing. And then yeah, there's the inside right there. You can tell it's very well seasoned. But it's a good little smoker. And before, like, I will get a Traeger eventually, a pellet smoker or something, but I'll still use this thing because it's just so fun being so involved when you're smoking your meat, and I really enjoy using it. So yeah. Big Biz, what's cracking? Thanks for stopping by and watching me smoke my meat. Oh man, I bet you're cooking up some good food today too. I'm smoking with Brutus. Smoking with Brutus. That's what I should have titled this live stream. Smoking ribs live with Brutus. Yeah. Yeah. Tim Mitchell, you use apple juice? Nice. So if I was planning on doing the 3-2-1 method, I would wrap it in foil after 3 hours with apple juice and butter and whatever else. But this time, folks, I'm just gonna do it straight on the smoker for 6 or 7 hours till it's up to temp. Yeah, I forgot what time I started. So if I've been streaming for what, an hour and a half, maybe a little less. Yeah, I started on about 10:30, so my time. It is coming up on noon Mountain Time right now. Yeah, Tim, I mean, the convenience factor for the pellet smokers are definitely there. You know, a really scary story about the electric smokers. I have a buddy I work with, and he has a Traeger, and it almost burned his house down. It started his garage on fire, so we don't know if it was just a short in his old electrical system, but yeah, he could have lost everything. Now, I don't know whether to blame the Traeger or not, but eventually, Tim, I will get an electric smoker. Um, but I promised myself I would master the propane wood smoker before I got one. So, but I mean, electric smoker opens up so many possibilities. But like days like today, I don't have anything to do, so might as well sit out here and make sure this thing stays at 250. Yeah, and she sure is. It is right on the nose at 250, folks. That is beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna get the hickory smoke flavors start marinating in there, so I'll throw in a little chunk of hickory in that. Yeah. Put it right on the edge there. Oh man, I got some good smoke coming out of there right now. Whew, perfect. It's such a perfect day to do this, folks. I got a slight breeze. Not a cloud in the sky. And it's perfect. Perfect grilling, smoking weather. Yeah. And holy shnikes, we got 11 million people in here watching me smoke my meat. Yeah. That's crazy. That is insane. I'm going viral. I'm going viral smoking my meat. Sheesh. Cheers, everybody. See if we can get 2 beers down before noon. I don't think I'll finish this before noon. Because, I'm feeling a little toasty already. Sheesh. What a guy. What a guy. So perfect. So yeah, now it's about 235. So yeah, anywhere from about 230 to 250 is what I'm going for. But it is dropping a bit, so I'll turn that up for a sec. Just so fun monitoring and containing your temperature. The joys this kind of activity brings, folks. Sure, that's nice. Looks nice, good for y'all. Live smoking. That'd be pretty neat. Sorry. Almost had to burp. That'd be pretty neat if I had this set up to like a Tim and Chef's channel, like a bunch of different angles when I'm smoking my ribs. There's really nothing to do though. Smoking in your Jim Carrey voice, nice. Your balls are showing. I need to go back and watch some good old Ace Ventura. I haven't watched those movies in forever. Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Well, I'm glad there are actually some people in here chilling and smoking with me. It's pretty cool. Who knows how long I'll stay on? Who knows? Could be another 30 seconds, could be another 4 hours. Huh. I would like you guys to stay for the finished product, but that's still like 5 hours away at this point. So I don't know if many people would be interested in doing that. I sure wouldn't want to keep you that long. But maybe we'll just do a short later of what they look like. Because I mean, if I reeled all y'all in for the smoking, it would almost be a disservice to not show you the final product. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Wait, so yeah, you'll have to pardon me if I just chill back for a minute without talking. So, I mean, this is a pretty peaceful experience. We got Brutus hanging out with us. We got a fine smell of applewood mixed with hickory in the air. It's a pretty dang good day, I tell you what. Yeah, sure is. Let me check my battery life and see. You know, getting a charger on here is something we might want to think about. 75% and dropping. Debbie Sue, I do have to show you the finished product. Tim's waiting for me to pass out off drinking. Oh. Sorry, Tim. I kind of know my limits. But we could get carried away, especially if I don't eat anything before eating these. There is quite a possibility. Yeah. But this would be a good place for a nap now that you mention it. And I will have a point where the sun will be shining on me at this spot. Sheesh. You're supposed to think about these kind of things in advance, High Plains. Dang. Where are we at? I'm sitting at 230. 230 still. Turn that up just a smidgen. Because these are some thick ribs, so we'll probably want to keep it on the upper spectrum of the 225 to 230 experience. Let's look at that smoke. Look at that smoke. Oh, yeah. Perfection. That's what perfection looks like, ladies and genitals. So you're saying the nap logistics, huh? Whew. I think I would be pretty toasted if I had, like, if I killed a 6-pack doing this. I can't do that kind of stuff anymore. Like, I already feel toasted off just a beer and a half. I mean, this is a 16 ouncer. Oh, that's more than a half. I'm probably down. I'm like down to my last third of it. And on an empty stomach, sheesh. Reminds me of my early 20s. Yeah. I used to do a lot of day drinking every weekend. Good times, everybody. Oh, it's dipping. It's dipping. Let's turn it up. Turn it up a bit. You working all right in there, thermometer? Yeah, she's doing good. How are you doing, Brutus? I think Brutus wants another sip of beer. There you go, buddy. Cheers. It tastes like beer. You guys hear that? Brutus just talked. I sure did. And that beer tastes like beer. You guys seeing this? Brutus is actually speaking. Wow. Y'all take care. He doesn't talk much. He just did though. Ha. 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 Now the stream's just getting weird. Yeah. Appreciate everybody chilling and hanging out. Good times. Anyways, I'm gonna run inside for a sec. We're at a comfortable temp. No, because I just turned it up. So I'll wait for it to level out. And then I'll run inside. I need to relieve myself after chugging a beer and a half. That should be good for a second. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, I'm back. Grabbed a handful of peanuts just to put something in my stomach. Huh. Whoa. We just popped up in temp there, folks. I'm gonna start on fire. Dang old dang. Jeez. See, I thought I would be good. And I just go setting all my wood on fire. Dang it, Bobby. Yeah. See what happens when you grab some peanuts and take a whiz? Sheesh. What a loser. What's up, Chef? Welcome back in. Yeah, Brutus has been tasting beer with me, so he actually talks when you get him drinking. That's crazy, huh? Huh. Yeah, Chef Tim said you guys were still recovering from your 4-hour live stream yesterday. I bet them cinnamon rolls were pretty tasty, though. The dogs are coming back out. Oh, Miss High Plains, you want to say hi to the chat?
So you are doing a lot.
I am doing a live. Here comes Miss High Plains, everybody.
Why is the ground so hot?
Your shoulder's trash, Chef? I bet. Hi. Gypsy's in the house. What's going on? Everyone's saying hi to Miss High Plains. Here, get a little closer so they can see you. Hi. Hi. She is out of school for the summer, so yeah.
See you later.
You're hanging out with the grandkid, Blonde? Nice. Well, thanks for stopping in, Stephanie. I'll tell you what. So you're back off the road then, I assume. I caught your, excuse me, caught your Grand Canyon video and your marriage certificate video this morning. Yeah. Congratulations. If none of y'all know, Blonde Traveling Gypsy just got married in Vegas a couple days ago. And, yeah, I was gonna mention something, Gypsy, but that was cool how you did. I liked how you did your driving down to the Grand Canyon video in a horizontal. Yeah, because like the verticals are awesome for live streams. Like if you're looking to build your community, but when you do the long form videos, the horizontals are definitely the way to go. Because I noticed you've been releasing I'm not talking trash or anything, but I noticed you've been releasing a few long form videos on the vertical. But in my opinion, you should always do those horizontal, you know, because that could potentially pick up more people watching those. Yeah, I'm excited to watch all your videos from that trip. You got back this morning. That's awesome. Do you then you said, I think you were talking about what you're going to be doing. You got some like DMV stuff to do or something. I forgot what else. You guys potentially might go out camping too. That'd be sweet. I cannot wait to see all those adventures. Not the doggos out here again. Hey, Ruger. Ruger. Come here. You guys want to say hi to Ruger? He just had a bath and he's all super fluffy. Come here, Ruger. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you are. Yeah. Look at how fluffy he is. Look at how fluffy he is, guys. I think I'm going to take him camping with me next weekend. Now it's warmed up, he won't be whining about the cold. Are you such a fluffy, ugly dog? Are you fluffy and ugly? Yeah. Are you an ugly fluffball? Yeah. Yes, you are. It's so funny. Like, he is super cute when he has hair. But whenever Mrs. High Plains gives him a haircut, he is so freaking ugly. He just looks like an oversized rat. But he is so cute like this. Look at how cute you are. Oh. You're still, like, he's cute, but he's still ugly. You know what I mean? He is very, very ugly and cute. You stopped to pick up granddaughter. Gotta get the oil changed in the truck and then picking up the side-by-side. Nice. That sounds awesome. That's cool you guys got a 2-week vacation. Aria. Oh, dog's licking my tongs, dang it. Shit. I need to wash those anyway because I handled raw pork with them. Whoa, there goes the doggo. Sorry, bud. He's looking for scraps. He smells the food. He's like, I need some scraps. Grab me some scraps. Yeah. Now we're sitting at the sweet spot right now, 250. 250 after that little mishap we had. When I ran inside when I came out here, guys, it was at 400. But that won't hurt it because I mean this is a really thick cut of ribs. I didn't trim any meat off them or anything. I'm just doing it all. So I can put this wood back up in here since it's not on fire anymore. Well, we throw in a nice little piece of apple wood in there and get that cracking. And for anybody celebrating Memorial Day, having some tasty drinks, whoa! Cheers to you. This cold beer will not be cold for much longer, so I gotta finish it soon. Yeah. What do you think, Brutus? Ruger, come here. Ruger, do you want to be on the show again? Come on, Rugus. Ruger. Come on. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. You want to hang out for a bit? Who is an ugly dog? Are you so ugly? Yeah. He's a good boy, but he's not. We can't leave him, like, when we leave him alone, he will do everything he can to get in the trash can. He'll hop up on the counter to eat the cat food. He just will not learn, or he's just stubborn. This breed of dog, he's a Bichon. Alright, don't burn yourself. He will, he's very smart, but he's also very stubborn. And he was very hard to potty train. So in this breed, if you look up a Bichon Frise, they're some of the hardest dogs to potty train. It took us years. Yeah. But, you know, we got him eventually. Yeah. Chef, I appreciate that. A $2 hair super chat. Thank you very much. Oh, Schnikes, we got Gypsy with 5 gift memberships. Thank you so much, Gypsy. We got Chris and Welton got a membership. Booby Goat's got one. Nice. Ron and Gaming got one. Kit 44. That's awesome. So we got, there's some names I recognize in there. So you gifted 5. I see. Okay, yeah, there's 5. I appreciate that, Stephanie. Thank you. Tim Mitchell sent a stay hydrated. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Wow. You guys are cool. I'm glad that Kristen and Booby Goats got one because I did one earlier and it was 5 people I've never seen before. So, dang, I was hoping we would get Debbie Sue or something. Yeah. Hearts, your dog climbs and eat the cat food too. You know, dogs are awesome creatures, but sometimes they're just bad. They're bad sometimes. I appreciate the love, everybody. Cheers. Yeah, 12 million people in here too. That's pretty sweet. I'm sure a bunch of people are doing lives today with the holiday and everything. But I haven't done one since. What was the last one I did? Oh yeah, it was the tornado warning the other night, which turns out was not a tornado warning. It was just a tornado watch. But we had the cops driving around. Someone must have told the boys at the precinct it was a warning because they were driving up and down the street. Hey, seek shelter. Yeah. So yeah. Just chilling, hanging out. This is an awesome Memorial Day, everybody. It is 12, coming up on 12:30 my time, so we've already been smoking for a couple hours at this point. Yeah. Oh, Chef and Tim, I was going to ask you guys to tell, yesterday during your stream, I was going to ask you to tell me the full cookie story. You never go full cookie. But I figured since you had a couple other channels on there that I would wait till you guys were on your next solo live stream. So you guys will have to tell the story next Sunday if I'm in there. Looking forward to that. Sounds like it would be a good story. You never go full cookie. That's all I know about it so far. Pumped up to 300 out of nowhere. Let's open that for a sec. I did have that piece of wood that was on fire earlier. On fire. Sheesh. You need to calm down there, piece of wood. You calm down. Don't catch on fire anymore, alright? Yeah. Alright. So many variables when you use a wood smoker. Gypsy with another 5? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Wow. We got Southern Metal. Oh, Southern Metal. He's a channel I've been following for many, many years. He does like coin roll hunting. Awesome dude. And he has a, wow. Last time I was on his channel, he only had like 10,000 subs, but apparently he has over 100K now. Artware. I want to say I know Artware. More to see M&J. I was actually just watching some of their videos yesterday. That's cool. Sweet Koyo. I want to say I know them too. And Kimdy Cert. Never heard of Kimdy. You can't gift memberships on all channels, Tim? That's weird. Huh, strange. Then Tim, you must have just, huh, it doesn't show, but you must have just renewed your membership. Because you were not green before, now you are. Or did you get a gifted one? I don't know. Yeah, guys, never feel obligated to like renew memberships and stuff. But thank you all so much for the support. Anything I make, I do, like, so my thing is I'm gifting a certain percentage of what I make on here back to those who support others the most. Not necessarily just supporting me, but if you support other channels, you know, I will spread the love a little bit. So I'm doing like 10%, like right now I'm doing 10% of everything I've made off YouTube is going back to the community. At first it was the first 100 doll hairs I made, so that all went back. And now, like from now on, 10% of what I make is going to go back to the YouTube community, those who support others. Sweet Koyo is a great channel. Yeah, I want to say I know that channel, so yeah, I'll have to go back and check out some videos. I have so many friends, sometimes it's hard to keep up with everyone. Booby Goats came on in. Welcome in. I'm just smoking some ribs, doing a lazy live stream on a Monday. Appreciate you stopping by. Yes, you were gifted a membership by, was it Gypsy? Yes, it was. Yes. Blonde Traveling Gypsy. Go at anyone in here who hasn't checked out Blonde Traveling Gypsy, go check her out, show her some love. I tell you what, run a playlist and whatnot. She's very supportive of other channels. Ultimately, just a great person. Yeah. If you guys have the chance to stop on one of her lives and chat, she's very interactive with everybody. Very, very easygoing gal. Very funny. Like, she's had some trolls on her channel. Like, I've been in a couple streams where a troll would come in, and she would turn that troll into a non-troll just by, you know, being friendly and, you know, saying something funny. Gas is expensive, camping is fun. Dang, dog, you're knocking my camera around. Sheesh. Yeah, gas is getting up there. Luckily out here, I filled up, yesterday when I filled up, it was like $4.30. $4.30. But some areas, it's like getting over $5 for just the low grade stuff. Luckily, we're sticking around 4 out here. Tim was one of the first members. Oh, now, yeah, Tim, now I know who Koi is. I was just not on, sheesh, I can't talk, sheesh. I was on her channel not too long ago, checking out the fish. Dang, almost 6 on the West Coast, Chef. Not surprising. Not surprising out there. That's for sure. That's crazy. Now, for those of you who are in here, what is the price of gasoline where you're at? And if you're across the pond, be sure to specify liter. That's crazy. Almost $6 for regular unleaded. Wow. Now, up here in Colorado, it's weird because, you know, a standard gas station, their lowest octane is 87, but up here, since we're a higher elevation, our lowest octane is 85. And now my trucks, they call for 87, so I tend to follow the user manual on those. So, like, if I got the 85, that's the lowest grade, so that's like 410. But I buy the 87 because, I mean, that's what the user manual recommends. So, yeah, 85 shouldn't be a thing, because the reason they use it is because, like, older vehicles, they need it for the altitude change. Like, if you're driving in the mountain, like up into the mountains, you could get vapor locked if your octane is too high. But, like, modern engines have computers that can, you know, override that kind of stuff. So I have no idea why they still sell 85 out here. It's kind of weird. It's the way she goes, though, right? I feel like, is anyone in here in California? I wonder how expensive it is there right now. I can't think Washington is too far behind, but you know, everything's more expensive in the California region. Yeah. And if anybody is in the chat from California, I'm sorry about that. There are still some good areas out there, I'm sure. I'll throw a piece of hickory in there. I'm at the sweet spot right now, 250. Yeah, buddy. Good times. Man, last time I was in the house, I was going to grab a charger. Oh yeah, Gypsy was just in that area. You guys didn't cross the border, so 583 was the highest you saw on your trip. Archie, you had to scrap your vehicle? Dang. Over $6 in Cali. Simply Debbie Sue, 450. Down in the south, yeah, that's not bad. So across the board, it seems the average is, you know, like about 450 or so. No, so the average would be probably just under 5, because I filled up for 430. Debbie Sue's 450, and then you got Washington almost $6. So, sheesh, it's gonna get worse. The good news is, though, typically Memorial Day weekend is where gas prices are the highest throughout the year. So, hopefully, we'll see a drop here. That's crazy, though. That's nuts, Gypsy. You found it for $384. But you do drive down I-40, and there's a lot of places, especially when you get into Texas, that are super close to the oil fields. So $1,500 just on gas? Sheesh. That's insane. I remember when I went to the Grand Canyon the other month, I think we spent about $700 in gas, maybe 600, and that trip was about 1,500 miles for us. Yeah, that's nuts. Holy shnikes hearts. That is nuts. Well, I don't blame you for scrapping your vehicle. Sheesh. I feel sorry for anyone right now who's driving a diesel too. Like that. Last time I drove by a gas station, I think out here diesel's like $6.50 or something. Sheesh. Yeah, just driving in general. And I do not have any fuel efficient vehicles. Even that little Isuzu, it's a 4-cylinder, but she only gets like 18 miles a gallon if I'm lucky. Ugh. But my Frontier, it gets like 20, 22, 23 miles per gallon, which isn't horrible. Makes me want to go buy a little beater like Honda Civic. I can get like 35 a gallon. But with that being said, it does make sense because a lot of car companies, a lot of car manufacturers, they're ditching the whole plug-in electric thing and instead focusing on hybrid vehicles. Now, I don't know how I feel about hybrid vehicles. Like, I don't think, at this point, I don't think I would own one. But I mean, compared to an electric vehicle, hybrid is a very smart concept. Because you're seeing some manufacturers are claiming that their hybrids are getting like 100 miles per gallon, which is insane. So, I mean, you're going to see a lot more people going to the hybrid platform. Because right now we still have so many people that are against the full electric. Hey, Rugus, you don't need to bark at people. That's one lesson he'll never learn. Yeah, I see the hybrid market taking off here in the next 5 to 10 years. So, I mean, which is kind of smart because, like, a lot of manufacturers are, slurring my words, a lot of manufacturers are realizing that the full electric, people aren't ready to take that on. You have a small group of people, primarily in the urban areas, that prefer electric vehicles. But that's because it makes sense for where you're at. Like out here, there's really no use for an electric because to get anywhere useful, I've got to drive 150 miles. Oh yeah, Gypsy, the fuel costs. I remember you calling or talking about that in a recent live stream about why you don't own and operate your own transport business as far as a rig is concerned. So you're pretty dang smart. Yeah, especially with gas going up. You don't have to worry about any of that. You just collect your paycheck. They worry about the vehicle maintenance and the gas, and you just drive and collect your money. That takes so much stress, and you are so smart because I think you said you have some siblings that do the same thing with their own rigs, and you only make what'd you say, like $10,000 to $20,000 less per year than they do, but they're spending that $10,000 to $20,000 on vehicle maintenance and gas. So you're doing it smart. Yeah. Yeah, if it goes much higher, it's going to be kind of tough to go camping as much. I think I did 2 trips since I last filled up my tank, and I only went like 30 miles away, and I filled up. It was like $50 for 120 miles. It's crazy. Still got 12 million people in here watching me smoke my meat. Temperature's going down. Turn it up. Yeah. Good times. See, that's why you gotta monitor these things, folks, because I was down to like 215. Sheesh. Freaking slacking. Getting all busy talking about hybrid vehicles and such. What a nutsack. So yeah, now you got the now you have, I've heard this rumor that they're going to increase the ethanol in gas, which is fine. However, if you have a car like my 90s truck I have out there, it would blow up the freaking engine if I use 15% ethanol gas. Those gaskets in there just aren't built for that. So I would either need to rebuild the whole engine or just not drive that vehicle anymore. So I do kind of want to get like an older Honda Civic or something, just to have a fuel efficient rig to use as a daily. But I don't think anything would get me to stop driving that little Isuzu I have out there, because it's just so fun. Yeah. Man, I'm feeling toasty, y'all. Maybe having those 2 beers on an empty stomach wasn't such a great idea. Sheesh. Yeah, Chef, I mean, it shows. Dang, Tim, that's crazy. I believe it. I believe it. Chevron said, we don't want that. We don't want that kind of fuel efficiency. And I could talk about this all day, how, you know, especially the gas companies have pretty much, and the EPA. The EPA is another bad one. But, you know, all these government fuel efficient organizations, their key factor is to keep the oil companies in business. Because if you think about it, we've had vehicles on the road for over 100 years now, and they should be at the point, like in the 90s, we were starting to see the epitome of fuel efficient vehicles. And it seems like since the 90s, it's been going freaking backwards, you know? So I think the trend was started in the early, like late 90s, early 2000s. You know, the gas guzzlers were starting to come back. And I think that was intentional. That was intentional just for the oil companies. And we could talk about this all day, guys, and I'm probably just not making sense because I'm a little toasty at this point. But cars these days should be getting 100 miles a gallon, you know, with the technology, with how long this technology's been around. So there have definitely been things buried by the oil companies, like Tim said. And yeah. Tiffany's back in the house. Welcome in. Nice, Gypsy. Watching you smoke your meat. But yeah, maybe when I'm not toasty, I'll talk about this kind of stuff. But yeah, we have been getting ripped off because the technology is out there to have fuel efficient vehicles. And especially seeing vehicles getting 40 to 50 miles a gallon in the 90s, and to see us go backwards from that is just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, so the EPA standards is a hoax. And yeah. The oil companies are just maximizing their profits till they're out of oil. And then we'll go to full electric. Sheesh. Yeah, cash for clunkers, that was another thing that did in a lot of good old classic cars. Can't generate revenue from fuel efficient cars. 100%. 100%. Yeah. Was it the hydrogen engine too? That should be a thing already. But, you know, the gas companies buried that idea. Sure have. I think I read recently in Japan there are very efficient hydrogen engine vehicles rolling around currently. We don't see that over here. We don't even get the little manual four bangers out here anymore. It's nuts. Yeah. Hi, Aria. Finish this beer. It's getting a little warm. I think I might need a nap. You know that feeling you get when, you know, you've been day drinking and then it passes noon and you're like, why did I do this? It's kind of what I feel like right now. Dang it. Still having a good time though. Oh, Gypsy, that was yesterday that they did a 4-hour live stream yesterday. Yeah. I never would have thought it takes 4 hours to make cinnamon rolls, but you know, for one, Jerry was holding you all up. Jerry was holding you up pretty good. What great dynamics with y'all. I mean, busting each other's balls and having a good time cooking. It doesn't get better than that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, I have a question. Should I continue drinking or take a break? Maybe I should have some water. Yeah. I was like, this guy's gone. I had another beer before this. I need to refill my water pan in here. Oh no, it's still pretty full. All those are looking so good. Yeah, the temp spiked a little bit. Let me show y'all. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's looking tasty. Those are gonna be so good in another 4 hours or so. I tell you what. Sheesh. Eddie had a meltdown, but he got back in. Nice. Thanks, Chef. All right. I'm going to take Chef's advice and go get me a glass of water or some juice or something. I hope my temperature doesn't spike again like I did last time I ran inside. But I'll be right back. Y'all stick around. Move that back so you can see the smoke a little. He turned the mixer in the highest speed and cropped us in the kitchen. Oh, nice. I'm going to grab my charger for my phone, too. Someone dropped... Oh, yeah, it was Chef who dropped the $1.99 super chat. Thank you. I'm going to grab a charger for my phone, too, because it seems, guys, like, you know, y'all are having a good time, so I guess we'll stay on. I'll be back. Smells like somebody's doing some smoking out here. Yeah. All right. I got some spicy guacamole, Pringles, and some water. Yeah. Not the healthiest snack, but I'll get something in my belly. Brian's back in the chat, heck yeah. Gypsy says the hubby's sleeping, daughter is cleaning. You're building a masterpiece out of small blocks. Nice. Some Lincoln logs or what? Yeah, Chef, that was very entertaining to watch yesterday, for sure. Yeah. Oh. Nice. I ran inside and she's still sitting right at Tree Fitty. Ain't no one paid no Tree Fitty a Loch Ness Monster, I tell you what. Get my charger plugged in here. Make sure it's charging. Is it even charging? Come on now. Oh, I gotta. No. I have to grab a different charger. It should be charging. Come on, boys. Flipping her around. I don't know. It's my first day on YouTube, y'all. Bear with me. I have to grab a different cord in a bit. I think it's charging. We'll see. Time will tell, ladies and genitals. Time will tell. Sun is moving over a bit. Eddie always forgets his eggs. Dang it. Yeah. Crack into a snack here. Let's get something in my belly. I have not tried these yet, the spicy guacamole Pringles. My go-to Pringles are always ranch, so I love those. But we'll give these a whirl. Huh? Ooh, they've got a little kick. These aren't bad. It's always kind of scary trying a new flavor of Pringles because sometimes they're nasty, but sometimes they're good. The trolls conspired against Eddie. Dang it. Yeah, the pizza Pringles are gross. Another one that I thought was really nasty was the loaded baked potato ones. Those were absolutely disgusting. And then, yeah, there have been a few over the years that I've tried. Like, how did this make it into a can? But these spicy guacamole ones are really good. Munching on those. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little, probably an hour here where the sun is just gonna be creeping towards me until the shadow of the house engulfs me in its beauty. That's funny, Tim. I saw Jamie in the chat, like, like, you need to add brown sugar. That's hilarious. She's like, well, screw you. If you're going to be talking trash, you don't get my help anymore. pizza Pringles tasted like gym socks? Ooh. I remember trying those and they were, yeah. Like, I wouldn't say they tasted like gym socks, but, you know, they were not too great. Huh. My belly feels 100% better after eating some chips. Which means, after I have a little bit of this water, we should be able to start consuming alcohol again. That's just a smidge over 350, or 250, I mean. Down a bit. Probably be a good time to add another chunk of apple wood. Water, water, water. Or I could just move the wood that's already in there to where it's smoking. Oh yeah, flip that one over. I think this is the piece of hickory right there. She is barely smoked, so I'll move that more to the center. Just don't want it to catch on fire, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Jeez, High Plains, get your shit together, bud. Gosh. Dang rookie smokers, man. Dang rookies. Mind you, I've only been using this thing for about a year. I didn't use it much during the winter, needless to say. Loaded potato ones taste like gym socks too. Yep. Those were probably the nastiest ones I've tried. Yeah, very gross. You know, the ones that I really liked was the Tapatio hot sauce ones. Man, those were super spicy and tasty. Ooh, High Plains Squeaker. Nice, chef. Ooh, ha. Must be a High Plains camper live stream, because, you know, can't escape without a fart or two. Sheesh. Gypsy ordered some Italian food earlier. Nice. Did it taste like gym socks? You know, Chef, my wife said the same thing about divorce inquiries. Inquiries. You know, it's funny. Inquire is a word. But if you want to make it with the ES at the end, it's inquire. Inquiries. It's not inquiries, it's inquiries. That's just one of those words that's weird when you keep saying it. Inquiries. No, it's inquire. It's inquiries. No, it's inquiries. Inquiry. Inquiry. Ah. Ha! Isn't that a strange word? Inquiry? Inquiry? Are you inquiring about the inquiry that you inquired about? See, it just... The English language is so confusing, guys. Like, I don't know what to think about it sometimes. Sheesh. Pretty soon, guys, I'm gonna start looking like Eddie yesterday. I don't get my panties together here. Sheesh. And look, I went up to 375 again. These things. That piece of, oh, I knew it. Freaking piece of wood I moved caught on fire. Dang it, Bobby. Put that on the bottom, get that smoke at least. That was the hickory. Shit. Let me play baseball with his beer can. Ha! Oh man. What a goofball. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome to hang out with. Debbie Sue's finishing cooking. Absolutely, chef. Because yeah, all the people, there are tons of people in the U.S. that, you know, English is their second language. And if you have a conversation about them learning English, they will tell you that it is a very big pain in the ass. I don't blame them. Do you have if you inquire about an inquiry where you're inquiring someone from Mexico or someone who, you know, is Spanish as their native language, ask them, you know, don't be afraid to ask them, how difficult was it to learn English? And they will tell you, it freaking sucks. Yeah. Some more of this water. Your grandkid said I need to focus. Focus. I'm focusing. All right. Focusing on not ruining these ribs. I told the hubby he is better to be sure he wanted to be married because he could only get out if you unalived him. Yeah. Guys, I'm convinced that Mrs. High Plains is a serial killer, which I think most females have fantasies about him because she very much likes like the documentaries about serial killers and murder investigations and stuff. Sometimes when she's watching those, she is super into it. So I don't know if she does it to intimidate me or if she does it to let me know that, you know, my time could be close to ending. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if she just does it to scare me. I don't know, but it works. It works. Keeps me on my toes. Right, chef? It's a big pain in the ass for people that were born and raised here, even. Yeah. Huh. They are tutorials. Right, chef? So y'all need to, you know, we get the point. We get the point that, you know, you will kill us if we do something bad, but the fact that I'm still alive, y'all, is very impressive. I just realized I have my car keys so I can show you Brutus's new girlfriend. Should we introduce Brutus's partner to the channel? Should we? I think we should. Yeah, I want to go get Brutus's partner. Oh, there's a beer can there. All right, y'all. So you are witnessing. This is a very historic event here on High Plains Camper Camping Adventures. And Brutus has a friend now. Brutus has a friend. Check that thing out. Is that not cute or what? Look at this. Look at that thing. I mean, it's missing one of its horns. But look, it's got the eyes and a little smiley face. Yeah, that's so cool. So that's Brutus's partner. I don't know if it's going to be Brutus's wife or girlfriend or what have you. It's just a happy little bone. Yeah. I found it rolling out of my campsite the other day. 2 days ago now. So, yeah. That'll be Brutus's friend. I don't know what to name it. I was thinking Cornelius. But I don't know if it's going to be a male or a female, because they do look like a pretty good couple. Do they look like a good couple? I don't know. So yeah, maybe you guys can help me name Brutus's partner. Because like if it's going to be a partner in crime, it will be Cornelius. But if we're introducing this new character to the channel as a female, it'll need to be Brutus's life partner or girlfriend. Festus. Debbie Sue says Bettina. Bettina. That's not bad. Brutus and Bettina. I feel like it needs to be like a classic Southern name. Festus. I like that too. Brutus and Festus. Betty. I like Betty too. This is tough. I'm sure if I hadn't consumed any alcohol today, it'd be way less hard. Lakeside Lore's in the house. What's going on? Brunhilde? That's a mouthful. Brunhilde. But yeah, guys, that is such a cool little mascot. I mean, very deformed, but very clearly you can see the eyes and the nose and the smile. So, yeah. That's such a cool little bone. So that's the new channel mascot. Brutus will always be the OG. But now we got a little friend for Brutus. They look like, I don't know if they look like a good couple, guys, just because of the size difference. Time will figure it out, though. We've got some time to figure it out. We're not in a hurry or anything. Wow, you guys are awesome. Pete's still in the house chilling. Debbie Sue's been hanging out since the beginning of the stream. If any of y'all, I'm sure most people in here have checked out Pete's channel, but if you haven't, head over to Scratchin' Pete's channel. And in fact, if I know all y'all know Scratchin' Pete, but do me a favor, run his playlist, run one of his older playlists or something. Because this guy, he is the most supportive person. I mean, y'all are very supportive, don't get me wrong, but Pete, you see him comment on every single freaking video. Like he's on every live stream. I don't know if this guy has like 25 computer monitors at his freaking house, but I have yet to I think I have yet to be on a live stream where I did not see Pete, and that says a lot. This guy is very supportive. Jamie, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. $2 Canadian, man. Thanks for stopping in too. How are you doing today? Is Bigfoot behaving? I hope he is. I was on Bigfoot's live the other night when there was a troll in there blocking everyone. That's what happens though when you make everyone a mod. I won't say you guys didn't bring that on yourselves. But yeah, you guys are pretty entertaining there. I recently watched a bunch of your when Bigfoot first got introduced, like, and he was on the DTR channel. You guys are freaking hilarious, man. It's so fun to watch. It felt like I was watching an episode of Trailer Park Boys, you know? That's how funny you guys are. Yeah, get some more of these Pringles before I grab another beer. But Jamie, I very much appreciate the support, sir. I'm hoping you're having a good time out camping. Debbie Sue agrees that Pete is awesome. Oh, you decided in Tuber Chat to hype Peach? Sweet. I'll send him one of my 3 for the week. I think I hyped his one last Tuesday as well. Gypsy's out? Nice. I most likely might still be here. Yeah. Y'all are awesome, just hanging out, watching me smoke my meat. Yeah, it is nice. It is a bit warmer than I would prefer. It's like 86 right now. That's all right. I'm under my nice shaded umbrella, and here in another hour, the shade from the house will be engulfed on me. So I'm just gonna have that like half hour where I'm gonna be in the sun, which is all right. Vitamin D never hurt anybody. I'll tell you what. You're gonna try to get Pete in the top 100. Nice, that'd be sweet. And that's this week. Shoot, maybe I'll send him 2 of my hypes then. But yeah, hypes are awesome. Since Mrs. High Plains, she doesn't really watch my videos, but I always steal her phone on Mondays and hype up my videos. I don't know if you guys consider that cheating, but I think it's all right, you know. She doesn't even know what a hype button is, so why not? And there are so many people, guys, that don't know about the hype. Like I put a Facebook post out on my personal page for my last video, like explaining how to hype. And I got a bunch of hypes from doing that. So if you got some friends and you're trying to hype up one of your videos, you know, try doing that. Just tell them about it. Like, hey, you don't have to watch my video, just go hype it. Temp is dipping a bit. Turn it up. It's right at about 225. I think since these ribs are thicker, I think keeping it about 250 will be the sweet spot for this adventure. Hype is only available on phones and tablets. Okay. Yeah, I noticed you can't do it on TVs. Yeah. And then on my support channel, I have another channel. There's no content on it. I just use it to, you know, run videos that I've already watched. But I used to be able to hype my own videos with that channel. But then I think YouTube found out I'm the same person, and then they took that away. I need to look into see if I can hype other people with it, because maybe that channel's not been around enough and they took away the hype. Because at first I was able to hype, but I can't anymore on there. Yeah. Brian, I can't wait till you and Tiffany are monetized. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah. And same with everyone else. You know, I support y'all as much as I can. Just know that. And I can't wait to see some of y'all succeed. I think, I remember Civvy and I, we were monetizing the same week. That was pretty cool to see. And, I'm not sure how close you are, Debbie Sue. I'm sure you should be close. Because you just hit your year. But I mean, also anyone in here who has not checked out Debbie Sue's channel, show her some love as well. She is just as supportive. She is probably, you know, one of the most supportive people I've seen as well. Awesome gal. Very great stories. Yeah, we're about 240 now. But perfect. Perfect. Nice day. Oh, you're still chasing 4K, Tim? That's good to know. I will throw y'all on a playlist on my second channel. Excuse me. Yeah. I got my last 1,000 hours after I hit 3K in 23 days. Because after I hit the 3K, I did like 4 lives a week. until I got to that 4K. And during that time, I had a couple videos just blow up, so that was helpful. Oh shoot! Tiffany and Brian are close. You guys are closing in. That is awesome. I'm glad everyone agrees that Debbie Sue's awesome. That goes for anyone in here. Blonde Traveling Gypsy, she is an awesome supporter. Like, if you connect with her, she will like run all your videos over and over. And Tiffany and Brian, they're very supportful as well. Hearts Humble, I see Hearts Humble everywhere, especially on all the outdoor channels. Like, you'll never go to a like an Exploradora or a one of Susan High Country's live streams without seeing Hearts in there. Very supportive as well. Debbie Sue, you are very, very humble for saying that. I always said the same thing about my channel, like, you know, I just want to do this for fun. And but once you start chasing those watch hours, it kind of takes everything over. And I'm glad I'm past that point now, because now I'm just back to doing what I love. And I was getting pretty stressed out, especially in April when I think I did like 20 live streams in April. That took a lot out of me, I tell you what. So yeah, and a lot of those were the vertical ones where I was dealing with trolls and all that. It's fun sometimes, but it just got to the point where I was like, I've had enough. No more. No more. Brian S. is in the house. That's awesome, man. So you're doing ribs too, and I showed up on YouTube? That's cool. What a coincidence. Good to see you also, by the way. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Debbie Sue, I mean, as long as you're enjoying it, and I mean, you seem like you genuinely enjoy, you know, doing what you do. I mean, your content is awesome. Like, you deserve to be making some change off it. But just with how supportive you are of everybody, I can just tell you genuinely enjoy, you know, supporting other people. And I mean, just looking in the comment section on your videos, you can tell there's many people that appreciate what you do. And I just can't say enough good things about you, Debbie Sue. So yeah. Dang, so we got 2 Brian S's in here. That sounds like trouble. That sounds like trouble. Excuse me for a second, y'all. Gotta go launch a snot rocket real quick. This thing's calling for some more wood in here. Yeah. A piece of hickory I had in there is all gone. There. Throw another little chunk of apple wood. Why not? We'll throw in another little piece of hickory as well. Yeah. Sweet spot. About 235 right now. Before I opened it, it was like 240. Yeah. Tiffany says, "Sheesh, I tell you what." But yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll have a no. I think I'm almost ready for another beer. Drink a little more of my water here. Jeez. Thanks for stopping by and watching me eat my Pringles. What time is it? Ah. Oh, we got a Brian competition going on, folks. You boys knock it off, okay? You boys knock it off. It's okay. Yeah. All right. You know, my original plan was for today was to smoke these ribs. And while I was doing that, I was going to edit my video for next Sunday or start with it. Because, damn, editing my camping adventures is such a process. I enjoy it. It does take a lot of time. But, yeah, we're doing a live instead, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I got, you know, I got plenty of time to edit. So, I'd rather hang out with y'all while I'm smoking some ribs. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate all the love and all the people in here. We got 17 million people in here right now, guys. That's pretty awesome. I think I'm gonna go grab another beverage. I've chugged most of this water, so. Why don't we keep getting toasty while we're toasting these ribs up? I'll fill up my jug for my water pan too. I'll be right back. Well, I can make sure this thing's charging as well. Sure. It appears to be. Yeah. All right. Where's Cassie? Wow. Huh. Oh yeah, we got the perfect temperature going in there. Wow. Wow. Oh, Brian's still getting toasty. Nice. So now we've got a simply spiked mango pineapple. The last one was a what was it? What was the last one? I drank a Busch Light, but before that I had blueberry lemonade. Yeah, spiked. This one is tropical mango pineapple. And it says flip before you sip. So I guess we'll flip it. Or does that just mean... Alright guys, I have a dilemma here. So it says flip before you sip, right? Is that telling people that in order to take a drink you need to flip the can above your lips? Like, so they're saying you can't drink it like this. You have to flip it to sip it? Is that how stupid this world is becoming? You have to put on your freaking can, flip before you sip? Like, duh. How else would I sip it? If you're gonna sip it, you gotta flip it. You know, maybe, is that a catchphrase? Or, or is that just how stupid everybody is these days? In order to drink this, you must tilt it. I don't know. Thanks, Tim, for being here, and I will see you soon, brother. You have a good rest of the day. Appreciate all the support. I hope you all eat some good food tonight for Memorial evening day. Yeah, cheers. This guy crack. We're gonna get some more. We're gonna get a little more toasty than we already are. Whoa. Falling off my bricks here. My itchy eyeball. Oh yeah, we're sitting right at 250 on those ribs. Beautiful. Cheers, everybody. Ooh. Simply spiked mango pineapple. It tastes kind of like the broken dreams of a soccer mom, to be honest. Huh. This is the first thing that came to my mind when I sipped on that. Like, not as bad as a seltzer, you know, spiked seltzer. Yeah. That's kind of funny how it says you have to tip it to sip it. You would think that's common sense, but there really is no such thing as common sense these days anymore. Is there? There's really not. I think something's on fire in here again. Where's my tongs at, dang it? Shit. Wood's on fire. Where's my dang tongs? What'd you do with my tongs, Chef? Probably right in front of my face. No? Where did I put my tongs? Oh, they are right in front of my face. Sheesh. What a nut. Smoking. Yeah. Check my water, man. Still good. We're getting a nice bark on those. Next time we get a spike in temp, I'll show you guys the ribs here. They are looking pretty tasty. Sheesh. Yeah, that's how you can tell when you're having a good day, when you lose your tongs. There, it was literally sitting right there, like right. It's out of the picture of the camera. They were sitting right there. They were. Still got 10 million people in here right now. That's pretty toasty and awesome. Yeah. Speaking of toasty, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Trying to pace myself. But that's not really the focus. The focus is to smoke these ribs. Yeah. Pacing yourself, and that can come another day, right? I don't know whether to start spritzing these ribs. I think they'll stay juicy. As long as I don't have too many more temperature spikes. Should be golden. Oh. All right, folks. Well, I just had my my family just got here, so my wife's dad and grandma just pulled up. So I'm gonna spend some time with them. I've been doing this for long enough, I believe. Yeah, we've been on. Let me check how long we've been doing this. Yeah, 2 hours and 40 minutes right now, so I'm gonna cut y'all loose, and I'll do a short later and show you the finished product of the ribs. I very much appreciate y'all joining me for this stream and watching me be silly for a couple hours. I do appreciate everyone that's in here, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the Memorial Day holiday. And just keep in mind, just remember why you're here. That's because of those that sacrifice themselves for us. So, folks, as always, Debbie Sue, you enjoy those. You wear your seatbelts, all right? You be good to yourselves. You be good to each other. And y'all take care. Okay? And let me show you these before I cut you off. Open this for you real quick. Come on. You can do it. Oh yeah, look at that. That's gonna be so good. Alright, y'all. I'll see you later.